What's up, everyone? Thralls here once again. I'm Necrotic Nick, and I guess I have an album review for you. I don't know, this is a little bit different because I honestly didn't have this on my radar, and then I remembered it came out and I saw it at the record store, and because I'm a fan of the band, I just got it because I know it'd be weird and probably unnecessary because it's not a new album. Getting on with it, I'm going to go over the newest release from Tool. Not really like the newest stuff, it's Opiate 2, or Opiate Squared. This is pretty much them putting out something to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Opiate. Their original EP came out in, I think, March of 1992, so this month is appropriate, though I think that one came out on the 10th. This comes out on the 18th on Tool Dissectional, and, well, I mean, I don't know how much of an intro we need for Tool. Most people know who they are, formed in 1990 in LA, kind of alternative metal, prog metal. They're kind of their own weird thing. I've been a fan of them for years, and I honestly still have a hard time explaining what Tool is to people. Just like, oh, it's this band that likes hallucinogenics and writing weird music. That is pretty accurate, but this I was kind of curious about because this is a full-on re-recording of the song Opiate, not the entire EP, which I was a little let down by initially, but it comes it's a very interesting package. And of course, because it's Tool, packaging is sort of prime with them. So we have this digibook, which is too big to fit on my fucking shelves, but it does include a lot of imagery from the very twisted, just strange video that they made for this. So, going on to the song and video. The song is, again, completely re-recorded, though I have to say the production, it kind of sounds like a throwback to that EP sound, though a little bit better produced. Like, the guitars are much more chunky, I think, and the drums sound, like, really fucking rich. Like, that has a very organic sound. Of course, Tool usually gets really good production. The only real differences about the track to the original outside of the production are namely one really long bridge in the middle, which the original one I believe was like 6 minutes. I can't remember the exact time on it, but this one is almost 10 minutes. So there's a hefty bridge in the middle, and Maynard takes a couple of different vocal cues, I guess. Like there's a little bit more flutter in his voice, and it was kind of refreshing to hear him scream again because he didn't do that at all on Fear Inoculum, which still not one of my favorite releases in terms of Tool's catalog. I still think it's kind of dull, but it does have its moments. Anyway, we already talked about that, and we might have gotten a little bit of shit the last time I reviewed Tool when we did Fear Inoculum. And, well, it wasn't that good, at least in my opinion. But if you love it, you love it, and yeah, we're gonna move right on. Now, this song is accompanied by a very strange video, and I mean, honestly, if you've seen Tool live, you know they love to use strange, trippy imagery, and it's very effective. It actually matches the music. This is very strange, almost kind of horror-like. It starts off with this sort of thing bubbling a puddle of goo, and it just flies out and turns into a wiggly, horrific creature. Again, kind of horror elements to it. It's very disgusting, like you watching it kind of walk kind of gangly, and it's very fleshy and slimy, and it doesn't have a head at first, and it seems to be walking towards this glowing thing of light and possibly tentacles. I don't know. Tool imagery is very strange, but it does fit the music, and the video itself is pretty damn cool. And because this is lengthened out, there's a lot of extra weird stuff in the videos. Like, it's just strange. The bridge itself, the part that they stretched out, is actually pretty good. This is definitely more in the mindset of, stuff that was post-Undertow. Like, Undertow was definitely still more of a rock/metal album at heart. Like, it definitely had its dark imagery and sort of twisted soundscapes, but most of the time it was very riff-centric. This kind of does the Tool thing and kind of takes the bridge for a long, trippy walk. Danny Carey gets to do some cool tablet work and add some tribal percussion to it. There is a lot more synths and atmosphere to it. It's a really cool build-up. And honestly, I don't like re-recordings of material, especially if it's a re-recording of one of my favorite songs, because Opiate is one of my favorite songs by Tool. But they actually did a pretty good job here. I actually like this rendition just about as much as I like the original. The bridge in the middle does add something, though I think like this is something to just kind of do live. I don't know if this really warranted a release on its own, but it's Tool. They put out weird releases. That's just their thing. They have just strange one-off releases. I have like the DVD videos for Schism and Parabola, and I was like, why did I get these? This is just DVDs. Like, fuck it, you got them. It's fine. They're still cool. If it wasn't for the fact that this was an anniversary release, I would say this is kind of an unnecessary thing, but according to various publications, Tool's already working on something to follow up Fear Inoculum, which is great that they're not going to wait 13 years in between albums. That's really, really cool of them. Now, I have to say, this is a little bit pricey for what you're getting. This whole package here is about 30 bucks. And yeah, I'm a Tool nut, so of course I bought it, and I imagine other Tool nuts will probably buy it too, but that does seem a little steep considering what you're getting. But there is one additional thing that you get on here, and I have to say, it's worth the price of admission for the most part. So there is a commentary track they added for the video itself, and I was like, okay, we'll probably get, you know, someone pontificating metaphysics and such, and be some trippy, esoteric, existential nonsense. Nope. We got commentary from a pair of drag queens. We have one Jinx Monsoon and Della Holiday, which apparently they were both on the drag race show with RuPaul. I've never seen it. I don't watch any reality TV because generally it's anything but holy shit, this is worth the price of admission because those two are fucking hilarious. They essentially take the whole Mystery Science Theater 3000 shtick and kind of comment as the video is going on and make some absolutely hilarious jokes. They crack more dick jokes than us. And that's saying something because honestly, we here at Thralls, we firmly believe that we are just comprised of dick jokes and fart jokes too. We don't exclude those at all. But holy shit, they are fucking hilarious, and they just sort of riff on it. And I just thought that was really fun because I was expecting like, you know, something like, I was like, well, we resurrected the spirits of Timothy Leary and Carl Sagan to speak over this and tell you all the seriousness, because Tool is very serious and dark subject matter and all that. Like every now and then you get some weird dark humor kind of put in their music, but for the most part, it's very focused on just sort of the atmosphere and the mood and all that. And to have two drag queens riff on the song and the video itself and make some absolutely hilarious jokes, like I was fucking rolling. That was awesome and kind of untool like hell. Even they said it right when they popped up, because I was really like, wait, what's happening? Because I thought I clicked the wrong button or I switched off and I was watching TV. Nope, it was this. And they said, yeah, this is pretty much the most untool thing that they could do, but here we are and we're gonna watch this video. And it was like, dude, this is fucking great. The jokes, the timing, the playing off of one another, it is absolutely hilarious and it became my favorite thing about this. Now, I do like, you know, the new version of the song. I do think it is good. Ultimately, though, this is not a very necessary release. Like, you know, I thought about it, it's like, yeah, they kind of toured this year and they're probably promoting, you know, just, you know, their start. Opiate was their start. It was a great fucking EP. Still is. But none of this screams, you have to fucking own me because this is absolutely essential. The re-recording is good. The video is good. Commentary is possibly even better. But I don't know if this is necessarily the release that Tool fans absolutely wanted. I mean, honestly, we probably want a new album and something maybe a little bit better than Fear Inoculum. I know there are fans of it. I'm just not one of them. I kind of want something with a little bit more intensity mixed with all the mescal rights and drum jams. I don't know. It's another odd release in a history of odd releases from Tool. But overall, I gotta at least give it a 2.5. I do like the re-recording. I think the commentary is hilarious. I think the video itself is pretty good. It's just solely unnecessary. And honestly, since, you know, the track itself is streaming on YouTube and, you know, you can find it on a streaming platform, the only reason to get this, I mean, yeah, the booklet photos are cool and the liner notes are cool, but it's the commentary, and I don't know if they'll eventually air that as well. It just isn't necessary. It's just extra stuff. It's cool, but, you know, it's just extra. I kind of want a new album, which I know I have to be patient, because Tool fans have to be patient when it comes out of new releases. But for me, this screams more of a stopgap release. Just something to tide over the fans for a little bit. More of a novelty for the old diehards. And, I mean, it's okay, I guess. You know, I, again, would rather have new material, but this will do for now, and I don't know, maybe it'll make for an interesting collectible along the way, just like all their other weird releases that are kind of odds and ends. So yeah, if you are a diehard Tool fan, there's a good chance you already have this on pre-order. It's good. And if you are new to Tool, maybe just go back and listen to the original Opiate and then kind of decide for yourself if you really think that song needed to be re-recorded or needed a video or needed drag queen commentary. That's up to you. I think this is kind of a fun collectible, but overall, like, this isn't like a must purchase. This is just like, well, I mean, if it's there and you have $30 to spend on a relatively short Blu-ray, maybe get it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, because we do stuff like this all the time. We are also on Patreon. If you'd like to help us out there, there'll be a link down below. We are also waiting for one Larry Fine to get a hold of us. So Larry, if you're watching, send a message to thrallsofmetal@gmail.com. Put in big fucking caps locks in the subject matter. Say, hey guys, I won. Please give me my shit. And we will get back to you and send you your stuff. So once again, thank you all so much. We hit the 10,000 mark and beyond now. We are continuing to grow and fester like a boil on the ass of YouTube, and it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much, and we will catch you later.